You want to know something funny, though? You want to know something funny? You remember at the end of the stream yesterday, I was mentioning how there was a video. I walked by as Phil Spencer was doing an interview in the really depressing tent for Fallout 76. I found it. It looks so stupid, dude. It's literally a kid's fishing bowl. Oh, I'm sorry. Guys, he's the CEO of Xbox. And this was what we had to offer. Like, hold on.
Official Xbox podcast, the only podcast coming to you from inside Xbox or outside of Summer Game.
This is Summer Games Fest. Okay, I didn't know we were allowed to show videos of this.
Only podcast coming to you from inside Xbox or outside.
So this is what like Play Days looks like. So right back there, this is Crimson Desert. See my mouse? That's where I played Crimson Desert. There's some indie games. This is that like puzzle game that they started the PlayStation Showcase with. FBC Firebreak. The Lego games, I think, are over here. But these are some of those booths. And this is in the big shared room. And then the big guys like Capcom, they have like their own building. Level Infinite, they've got their own building, like, you know, bigger than this. But they have more private showings. So like when we saw Resident Evil, it was in a totally separate building that was just for Capcom. And then Xbox...
Play Days.
You'll see in a second.
Fallout 76.
This is what Xbox did. Oh, it's so sad. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to pretend like it's not the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life? It's just crazy, dude. It's just wild. But whatever.
Fishing hole or fission hole.
It's good,
okay, we'll
it's
keep it.
good.
I'm Jeff Rubenstein, and along with someone who needs no introduction, Phil Spencer. Yes.
I work at Xbox.
First podcast you've ever done in a lawn chair?
I believe in a lawn chair and in front of a kiddie pool. I think both of those are true.
Well,
and whoever did this, I am firing the moment I leave.
Checked them off the
We're always
list.
trying to unlock achievements, even when we're away from our consoles. So we're here, like I said, at Summer Game Fest Play Days. And just this past Sunday, we brought to players 2 hours of games, of hardware that they're going to be experiencing really already. Now, yes, we'll be getting to that. Before we get into really everything.
And then they just had a talk about that. But yeah, he... He did come to Summer Games Fest on this must have been Sunday afternoon, I think is when it was. And at some point during this, I walk by, you know, and I see it. And I'm like, oh, he's going to fire some people. But yeah, it was just, I get it. They only had like Fallout 76 Gone Fishing. But if they wanted to have a booth to show literally anything else, they could have. Like, they could have had an Xbox booth handing out some you know, Game Pass Ultimate codes, Fallout stickers, and Vault Boy plushies, and they could have this mini game in there, sure, but maybe have Fallout 76 running so people can try the fishing game. Like, they could have done anything. Like they showed at the top, they could have just rented a single one of these screens or one of these like little pods, one of these little booths, and done it that way. But like that Fallout thing was the limit of their like presence, which was just kind of, it's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Anyway, the one thing I'll give a shout out here. Shuhei Yoshida was walking around. That man, he stopped at every single booth. He said hi to every damn person he saw. He talked to every indie dev. He talked to everybody. He was just like so passionate, so happy to be there. It was very cute. It was very cute. It was just like everybody was walking around. It was very, very cool. And yeah, Neil Druckmann was walking around. I think what happens is that some of these guys, they're gamers too. They develop games, but they also are interested in some stuff. So if they're like, hey, I really want to see Crimson Desert, they'll just ask Jeff for a ticket for one day. He'll come and Neil will try Crimson Desert. Just give it a shot. Be like, ooh, I like that. I like what they're doing. Let me try that in our game. It happens all the time. All the time. Neil is also way shorter than I thought he would be. All of these people are way shorter than I thought they would be. There are some exceptions, like when I met Rhett and Link. Those dudes are freakishly tall. Dude, Rhett is like a solid 6 foot, maybe 8, 6'9", it felt like. And then Link is still like 6 foot. So like you see Rhett and Link, yeah, like you see Rhett and Link standing and they look like, oh, maybe he's kind of close to him, but he's also a good bit like shorter. So you're just not expecting it. But then you don't realize that he's also like 6 foot, 6'1" or whatever. So like I took a picture with them and my head is like right here. Like, okay, not right there. My head's like right here. I'm not 4 feet tall. But very rarely am I surprised with somebody being way taller than I expected. But it just surprises when you see somebody interested, like that you followed and you've seen their games and played their games and seen them in interviews and stuff. And then you see somebody, you're like, oh, that's actually them. But it's just interesting how your brain mismatches, you know? Now, Todd, that's a big dude. Todd's just a little guy. You've seen my desktop background, right? You've seen my desktop background, right? It's like my favorite picture ever. Yeah, they're never inviting me. They're never inviting me to anything ever again. You better believe. Like, there's no shot. There's no shot. And I don't care, dude. I don't care. It's funny. I turn on my computer and then Todd's just peeking out. Hello. Is that how I feel when I see Luke? You see me out in public and you're just like, damn, he's thick. That's probably what you think. I didn't even see Todd. Oh, I don't blame you. Oh, man.